I was beautiful, but age was almost catching up with me because after graduating from the university I was still jobless and without a serious man who dated me. I had even consulted soothsayers and pastors to find out if it was a curse. Even a job as a cleaner in a company I couldn't get. I was seen with the same gown from January almost every day, and it was the end of November and it was the only dress I could put on to hang out with friends or go job hunting. Some of my friends laughed at me and described me using that particular gown I always wore. Don't you know that lady who wears one particular yellow faded gown covered with stains? The color of the dress doesn't even goes with the complexion of her skin. I so much desired to find my own Prince Charming, and I had to attend the Feast of Campfire that took place every at the village square on December, a week from Christmas. Married couples came with their wives, well dressed and garnished. But single ladies had to look good, enticing and amazing to attract good men, if at least they were going to portray good hearts. So I was sad and broken-hearted because I didn't even have dinner before thinking of a dress to put on for the festival, though I wished to meet my own man. No matter his status, all I needed was for him to love and treat me right. I never told anyone my wish or even pronounced my heart desires. I kept all my worries in my heart. I slept at night sobbing and asking God why. Then I got up in the morning reluctantly because even fall was the Campfire Festival of Love and Love Seekers. I laid on the bed a while and decided to step outside. When I unbolted my door and turned it open, I almost stumbled on a well-decorated parcel, well packaged, standing right in front of my door. But there was nobody standing there, there was no giver. I checked around my premises, but no one was found. I took the gift inside my house, expecting someone to call me. Maybe I had a secret admirer, but no one called. I tried to imagine what could it meant, but got confused the more. At the end, I decided to find out what was inside and if it was truly addressed to me by a mysterious giver. But what could be inside? It was not only the eve of the festival of love called the Campfire Feast, it was also a few days to Christmas. I was scared to unravel it, but was idle, jobless and lonely. No one could harm me, because I had nothing anyone could inherit or envy. I was shocked when I unwrapped the parcel. I found a beautiful, elegant gown with silver linings and amazing stitches. It was exactly my size, so I decided to wear it because I was sure the one who sent it was surely going to show up during the Campfire Festival of Love. I sang Christmas and love songs, anxiously waiting for the night to fall. I stayed the whole day without eating but was not hungry, till evening when I boiled cocoyams I had picked from a rich neighbor's garbage and savored. I never added oil except a pinch of salt, because there was no money to purchase even a cup of red oil. In the evening I got to the feast wearing the amazing gown and the simple shoe I found wrapped inside the lovely garment. I was strolling all the night beside the campfire expecting a charming handsome man to walk up to me with the blazing flames illuminating his handsome face, and told me, "I am the one who sent you the secret gift. I have been admiring you for a while now." But my expectation was still a dream and an imagination. Most friends who knew me also looked at me with admiration. I even overheard one of them saying, "This one that she wore an amazing gown like this, she will surely wear it for 5 years, without changing it." I felt bad and embarrassed but couldn't talk back at them because it was a bitter truth about my miserable self. I kept loitering around the campfire flaunting my new gown, expecting a guy to walk up to me from the multitude. Some guys and the girlfriends were having photo shoots, while every man was with his children and spouse, trying to keep souvenirs of the Campfire Love Festival. I felt lonely and betrayed by an unknown man who didn't even know how to connect to me. I didn't even know what he looked like. I had given up all hope because I could see that every man in the festival was with a companion. Even the photographer was with his lovely girlfriend. Then this guy who was with his girlfriend walked up to me and said, "Wow, you look amazing in that dress, so you are the special one he made the dress for." I was confused and asked, "Who made the dress? Who are you talking about?" "I am the tailor who sewed and designed the dress," He wanted it to look special on you and to be sincere. He really has the mind and eyes for beautify beings and things. The gown has beautified you. I am confused. Please, what and who are you talking about? Then he told me, just give me a minute, let me come. I could not wait to see what he wanted to do. It was not long, he dragged the handsome man, followed by his wife. But the man was incomprehensive. Where are you taking me to, my dear friend? The designer, where are you dragging me to? You think I will not recognize the dress on her? The designer, as he called him, insisted, but the man wondered. Which dress? As he dragged the man beside me, embarrassing his wife. Is this not the same dress you paid me and begged me to design for your wife? What are you doing with this other girl? Is she your sister? Please, I just want you to stand beside your wife and I take a picture. The way she looks on the dress, it can fetch me more customers. If I post it online or expose her picture outside my shop, just hug your wife now, please don't deny this lovely portrait. He was confused just as I, then he finally rejected me. She is not my wife, pointing at the other lady, this is my wife. I don't understand. The designer was agog and surprised, but you told me the gown was a special gift made for your wife. Of course. Then Kiffen, what went wrong and how come she is the one wearing the dress? My wife rejected the dress and the gift. At that moment I could see the fury in his wife's eyes as she interrupted, and you went ahead and offered the dress to your girlfriend. She was outrageous and accused me, husband snatcher. So you, this thing who cannot even bath well, is the girl cheating with my husband. In fact, you deserve each other. And you, some smelling thing that cannot even dress well. They can only offer you what is rejected. I was embarrassed and distracted as the wife walked away, and I turned to the speechless husband and was curious. What is the meaning of all this? He gazed at me and his friend the designer, who was his schoolmate, and recounted that he took the greatest sacrifice a man could, just to buy a precious Christmas gift for his wife. He had just paid her expensive bride price and took her home because he loved her a few months ago, but she never stopped complaining that he was not taking good care of her. He was just a driver in a company, and 1 month before the campfire festival, in order to make his wife happy, he trekked to work daily, stayed the whole day without having lunch at work just to save and go an extra mile to buy a Christmas gift for the campfire festival for his wife. Ever since a rich man stopped his wife on the road and showed his interest on marrying her, he interrupted the man who was in a luxurious jeep and said, I just paid her bride price and she is my wife. And the proud man responded, how much is the bride price? I can triple it on her head. Is it 5 million or 10? Tell me. I like her. From that day, it was like the rich man went to her house and offered more than enough on her head if she accepted to marry her. When she learned he was one of the richest indigenous sons from the village, she started misbehaving and disrespecting her husband, at the extent of rejecting his special gift as an attempt to frustrate him and let him give up on her and send her away.